Now, live, CBS 3 Eyewitness News at 4.
A major offensive is underway in the streets of Fallujah, Iraq. 15,000 U.S. and Iraqi troops launching attack after attack against the insurgents. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Mark Howard.
And I'm Alicia Lane. Army troops, Marines, and Iraqi special forces are going after 3,000 insurgents. Hundreds of thousands of civilians have already evacuated Fallujah. Correspondent Charlie Daggett reports from Baghdad.
Drawing insurgent firepower and blasting positions when they dared fire back. The first wave of the offensive killed dozens of insurgents, says the U.S. military. But it was just the softening up stage. North of the city, U.S. warplanes, tanks, and artillery blasted suspected insurgent positions and set off bombs and booby traps ahead of the ground invasion.
I feel bad for them, but they brought it on themselves.
Then came the word from the Iraqi prime minister, and it was a go for the full 10,000-strong force to invade.
We are determined to clean Fallujah from terrorists.
As night fell, thousands of U.S. and Iraqi troops punched into the northeast sector of the city, where insurgents are thought to have dug in among the narrow alleyways, hiding in residential areas, schools, and mosques. The full-scale assault was underway. As the offensive unfolds, insurgents are fighting back, even here in Baghdad, where one suicide bomber on the road to the airport killed a number of people, and another struck a Catholic church in the center of the capital. The Baghdad airport has been closed, and so have the borders with Syria and Jordan. While the battle for Fallujah rages on, the country is in a virtual lockdown. Neither the Iraqi government nor the U.S. military believe the assault on Fallujah will bring an end to the insurgency, and in the short term, they expect it to get worse. But they hope retaking Fallujah will break its back and prove that the Iraqi government is in control, no matter the cost. In Baghdad, Charlie Daggett, CBS 3 Eyewitness News.
With the operation still going on in the middle of the night, Iraqi time casualty reports are incomplete. However, we do know that 2 U.S. soldiers were killed when their bulldozer flipped over into the Euphrates River. At least 42 insurgents are dead. Casualties among Iraqi forces have not been released at this hour.
Breaking news into CBS 3, a terrible crash in Jackson Township, New Jersey. Chopper 3 over the scene at Hyson and Larson Roads. As you can see, a car slammed into a utility pole there. Police tell us there are multiple injuries. There was a police pursuit reported in that area, but it is unclear at this time if this accident is a result of that chase. We'll stay on top of this for you and have more details as we get them.
And in weather, it looks like what they used to call a 3-dog night. Yes, it's going to be cold. Kathy Orr and the CBS 3 weather team crunching all the numbers. Looks like we're in for the coldest night of the season, right, Kathy?
Absolutely. The coldest air of the season moving on in. We are looking at the big chill across the Delaware Valley. Elsewhere, they're seeing snow. Take a look at live Mega Doppler 3. Yeah, no joke in upstate New York, looking at snow showers there. For us, it just will be the cold. Take a look at what's going on locally. We're talking about temperatures turning colder, and they certainly will be. Let's take you to the weather map and show you. We have stiff northwesterly winds blowing to 25 miles an hour. They'll subside tonight, but we're talking about high temperatures tomorrow in the 40s. Last time that happened was April 11th, and tomorrow's high temperature only 46. For tonight, a freeze warning in effect for our southern suburbs, south and east of Philadelphia, also the state of Delaware, Philadelphia County, also Delaware County included. The reason why we haven't gotten down into the 30s in these areas, but we will tonight. Coming up, we'll take a look at how low the temperature will go and how quickly we'll rebound with your first look at the 5-day forecast. Alicia?
All right, see you in a bit, Kath. Authorities are asking for your help in finding the killer of a dry cleaner owner. The father of 2 shot and killed this morning during a robbery attempt. Anne-Marie Green live now in Philadelphia's Winfield section with the details. Anne-Marie.
Well, police say Ki-Young Hong most likely was shot and killed shortly after opening up his dry cleaning business here at about 7 in the morning, and they believe robbery was the motive.
It's a shame. I don't understand who would want to hurt him. You know, I'm just stunned.
Customers, employees.
I don't believe it. I mean, you know, he was such a nice guy, you know. And I ain't too much. I can't talk right now because I'm very, very upset.
And family members. All are stunned over the murder of Ki Young Hong, a 42-year-old father of 2 young boys who ran this dry cleaning business over the past 7 years.
At around 7:25 a.m., he was found by a customer behind the counter, shot multiple times, and dead.
Police believe the killer may also be a thief. They're looking for Hung's white 1999 Astro van, license plate YGH 7891, with red tape on the passenger's side view mirror. City Councilman Michael Nutter, who represents this area, also has his office right across the street.
It is just incredible that you can't run a business and earn your livelihood here in the city without having people like this take these kinds of disgusting actions.
Now, police are asking if you do spot Hung's van to call 911. Meanwhile, a local anti-drug and violence group is planning a vigil right here at 6 o'clock at the scene. From Winfield, I'm Anne-Marie Green, CBS 3 Eyewitness News.
Thanks, Anne-Marie. A man's under arrest in connection with a baseball bat beating in broad daylight. It left a victim in critical condition. Nadir Ali is charged with attempted murder and other crimes. He was arrested at his parents' home in North Jersey. Police say that Ali viciously beat medical student Leah Sullivan as she left a food market at 10th and South in Philadelphia yesterday.
As near as I could tell, what we've gotten from our talks with the roommates is basically they were acquaintances. They have not been able to provide a relationship, anything prior other than acquaintances.
Well, police say Ali escaped in a car after the attack, but eyewitnesses got the license plate number, which led to his arrest.
Authorities are investigating an arson murder in Philadelphia's Germantown section. Flames broke out just before noon in this row home in the 200 block of West Seymour Street. Chopper 3 on the scene. Inside, firefighters found a 22-year-old woman stabbed to death and naked from the waist down. Her name has not yet been released. Authorities are searching for her killer. I-95 is now reopened. It was shut down while police investigated a suspicious vehicle parked underneath the highway. Chopper 3 first on the scene over I-95 between Girard and Allegheny in Philadelphia. A gas can on the road next to a Winnebago raised alarm, but police say it turned out to be nothing. Traffic was backed up for miles. Everything is now back to normal.
New Jersey Governor Jim McGreevey says farewell to the people of the Garden State and the governor's office. During a farewell speech today, McGreevey detailed his accomplishments and the soul-searching that he's undergone during his tenure in office. Robin Rieger live now in Trenton with reaction to the farewell speech. Hi, Robin.
Hi, Mark. Well, you could say McGreevey's speech was brief and to the point, and it began with a show of affection and support.
Thank you.
To applause and a packed house of invited guests only, New Jersey Governor Jim McGreevey took responsibility for an extramarital affair with a man aides say is Golan Sapel that led to his resignation effective next Monday.
To be clear, I am not apologizing for being a gay American, but rather for having let personal feelings impact my decision-making.
This farewell speech was intended to call attention to McGreevey's legacy and the people who helped shape it, his staff and cabinet members and some legislators.
Together, we created greater economic opportunities for working families and brought redevelopment to Camden, Asbury Park, the Meadowlands, Atlantic City.
McGreevey also highlighted stem cell research and domestic partnerships and shared some personal reflections.
I stand before you as a man who has experienced the freedom that comes with the truth.
Supporters praised his courage.
And he took responsibility, he apologized, he outlined his achievements, and he gave a message of hope.
I think the apology was very important. I think the people of New Jersey needed to hear it.
Now, McGreevey did not address reporters here at the event. Neither did Senator Dick Cody, who will take over the governor's office next Monday. Live in Trenton, I'm Robin Rieger, CBS 3 Eyewitness News.
All right, Robin, thank you. Well, it had to happen sometime. The Eagles' winning streak ends with a bang. They were beaten by the Steelers 27-3.
Sports Director Beasley Reese here after having an exclusive talk with Donovan McNabb. Coulda, shoulda, woulda, huh?
A lot of things went wrong. You know, winners find positives in every situation. That's what the Birds are doing. They are 7-1, tied for the best record in the league, and 2 games up in their division. Let's smile about that. Winners also keep it real, though. The Eagles know they got slapped around in Pittsburgh. Horrible on third down, the down that keeps the drive alive. Poor tackling, poor adjustments by the players and coaches, and, of course, there's T.O., accused of doing something very negative when he stalked Donovan on the sideline. That is not what happened.
He was wanting the ball. No, I was just playing. Y'all need to stop that.
Yeah,
y'all need to stop that. You know, actually, I was frustrated at the time. And he was pretty much trying to calm me down, and as well as get all the guys together and just make sure we're all on the same page. You know, things were not going as well as we wanted it to. In order for that to change, we all had to be on the same page, and he was kind of that mediator.
Now, Donovan told me he just didn't want to hear anybody at that point. All right, Andy Reid assured the faithful through the media today that his guys will bounce back. That part of the story in a couple of minutes.
Okay, Bees, thanks. Well, the fans are all shell-shocked. They are still reeling from the loss of all this.
Right, but the ones we talked to say no worries.
It was extremely frustrating. It was that painful to watch that. The defense really needs to be revamped, I believe. They're not stopping the run, but I still love them.
No, I ain't gonna lose hope. The Eagles, I mean, we going to the bowl. I mean, we'll be 7-1 now. We going to the bowl. We'll be 8-1 next week.
All right, that's the spirit. Mayor Street, no, he's not switching team alliances. He lost a bet with Pittsburgh's mayor and had to wear a Steelers jersey to work today.
Oh, dear. Embarrassing. Bad news on the Schuylkill Expressway. Fender bender Bob in the traffic center. Hi, Bobby.
Got you covered. Good afternoon, everybody. Here is the scene within the last half hour. The Schuylkill Expressway, the scene of an accident. Never good when the car's facing sideways, a medical emergency along with it. Traffic brought to a grinding halt here eastbound in toward Philadelphia. Come on, let's roll the maps in motion, show you the situation right now. The sensor's picking up the delays. It's eastbound right here at Gulf Mills. Now, in addition to the Schuylkill traffic slowing down in this area, there's also an accident on the Gulf Road ramp to the westbound Schuylkill, which is temporarily shut down at the moment. Double trouble in Lower Moreland. We're looking at an accident at Byberry and Buck, a vehicle fire right here at Philmont and Byberry. Pensy Turnpike sensors is showing green means go. A little triple shot around town, some of the rest of the roadways. The big problem is the Blue Route, 476 northbound, pretty much a jam into exit number 5. That is, of course, for Route 1. Let's open up that front door, go outside, say good afternoon to 95. Headlights are heading southbound into Delaware County, where a project started today, 95 in the area of 476. And when I come back in the next half hour, a new project coming to the Schuylkill Expressway with major delays. It begins tonight. Alicia Mark, back over to you.
Just what we needed, Bobby.
Yeah, right. All right, coming up on CBS 3 Eyewitness News, a narrow escape.
I figured the car was totaled, but I'm not.
A driver talks about his brush with death after a tractor trailer flips over and smashes his car. We're live.
A major twist in the Kobe Bryant case involving the civil suit filed by the woman accusing him of rape.
A shaky scene caught on camera as an earthquake rocks Japan.
And real desperate housewives. We talk exclusively with Dr. Phil about today's show that'll leave you shocked. We're coming right back.
If you see news, accidents, or traffic delays, report it with your cellular phone. Just dial star CBS 3 and be a part of the singular wireless mobile force.
A strong earthquake rocks northern Japan. At least 8 people are injured. The magnitude 5.9 earthquake appears to be an aftershock to last month's magnitude 6.8 quake. 39 people were killed and more than 2,000 injured in that earthquake and its aftershocks.
Day 4 of the deliberations in the Scott Peterson double murder trial, and the jury may be deadlocked. The judge summoned jurors to the courtroom today to reissue instructions on several key points. At that time, jurors told the judge they may be unable to reach a verdict. Earlier today, jurors got to see up close the boat the prosecutors claim that Peterson used to dump his body's wife in the ocean. Afterwards, the defense asked for a mistrial, but that request was denied. New developments today in the Kobe Bryant case. Attorneys for the woman accusing the NBA player of rape say they might drop the civil suit in Colorado and refile it in California. That's because Colorado's state law has strict limits on financial damages. A federal judge is deciding whether the man who shot President Reagan in 1981 should have longer unsupervised visits away from his psychiatric hospital. John Hinckley's attorney asked the judge to approve 4-day trips every 2 weeks to his parents' home in Virginia. Hinckley was acquitted of the assassination attempt by reason of insanity.
There are rising tensions amid growing speculation about the health problems of Palestinian leader Yasser Arafat. Some top Palestinian officials are heading to France to consult with Arafat's doctors. They will only say Arafat's condition is critical but stable, and visitors are being restricted.
On our health alert tonight, researchers say that cold snaps combined with air pollution can trigger heart attacks and even cause heart disease. They say when the temperature falls below 7 degrees Fahrenheit, up to 3 times as many people are taken to the hospital with heart failure. Pollution also makes it harder for some people to breathe. That would affect the heart's ability to function properly.
Are you looking to get away from the cold weather? Maybe you're looking for an end-of-the-year vacation that won't break the bank.
Our favorite penny pincher, 3 on your sides, Jim Donovan, says the deals are out there, as long as you know where to look, right?
You keep calling me that, Mark. I don't like it.
No,
December is a
cheapskate.
slow month for certain types of travel, especially at the beginning of the month. We found some deals that are hard to pass up. MSC Cruises has a 7-night cruise of the Western Caribbean aboard the Opera. Inside cabins $495, ocean view $695, balcony cabins $995 per person. Set sail December 11th from Fort Lauderdale. Also on the 11th, Royal Caribbean is offering a 7-night cruise of the Eastern Caribbean aboard the Voyager of the Seas. Inside cabins $499, ocean view $599, balcony $699, suites $949 per person. Depart from Miami. This deal's only good if you book your cabin tomorrow. Celebrity has a 10-night New Year's Caribbean cruise aboard the Horizon. Inside cabin $600 per person, ocean view $700. Depart December 31st from Tampa. This deal, too, can only be booked tomorrow. Prefer a land resort instead? Air Jamaica Vacations has a 4-night package to the Beachcomber Club in Montego Bay, Jamaica. $492 per person includes round-trip air and accommodations. Depart December 10th. Want to hit the slopes instead? After the new year, GoGo Vacations has a 5-night package to the Horizon Casino Resort in Lake Tahoe. $585 per person includes air accommodations and 4 days of lift tickets. Select dates are available for departures between January 17th and February 17th. For information on those deals or others, as always, you can log on to KYW.com and click on 3 on your side. Mr. Moneybags.
For the record, he prefers frugal or thrifty?
Thrifty.
Oh,
Not
but in any case, I mean,
not penny pincher.
penny pinchers and cheapskates are people to ask questions about because they know these things.
Thrifty.
Okay. Also?
I just won't buy retail.
Okay.
Yep, big time.
Thank you, Jimmy.
Oh, boy.
Yes.
All right, some of our youngest viewers brave the chill today to salute Chopper 3. We just love these. Look at this. It's huge. Courtesy of the students at Skippack Elementary School in Collegeville, Montgomery County. That is just a great 3. It's humongous. A beautiful Chopper 3 salute. We want to thank all those little kitties.
Good afternoon. I'm CBS 3 meteorologist Kathy Orr. The kids were out with their sweatshirts today. By tomorrow, it will be mittens and winter coats. Let's take you down the shore where it's beautiful today, a little bit on the gusty side. You're looking at our Avalon cam, the view from the Golden Inn. In Philadelphia, plenty of sunshine to go around. You can see the city. A little bit of a silhouette this afternoon with high temperatures today barely making it into the 50s. Live Mega Doppler 3 looking at dry conditions throughout the Delaware Valley, but near Scranton, Wilkes-Barre seeing a few flurries making it their way because of the gusty winds crossing the Great Lakes of New York and dumping some snow, inches in upstate New York, Utica, New York, and Syracuse, New York. We just will be feeling the windy conditions in the Delaware Valley, thankfully. Let's take a look at the numbers for the day across the region. The high today in Philadelphia, 51 degrees, the low 45, normals being 58 and 42 for this time of year, so a day below average on the high side. Right now, our temperature, 50 in Philadelphia, Trenton 48, Pottstown 49, as well as in Reading, Allentown 47, 51 in Millville and Wilmington, a little bit milder today in Dover and Cape May, but right now through South Jersey and also Delaware, we're seeing some cloud cover. You can see it right there. There's the snow to the north. These clouds will be suppressed by clearing that's moving in from the west. Our future weather overnight shows a clear sky and cold conditions that will be settling in. Those stiff northwesterly winds will be subsiding somewhat overnight, and by tomorrow they'll pick back up. It will be a breezy day with plenty of sunshine, fair weather trying to build in, but a big chill in the air and a very cold start to the day as well. And that is why the National Weather Service has issued a freeze warning in tonight for Philadelphia County, Delaware County points to the south and east. We haven't seen freezing temperatures here just yet, but it will be overnight as temperatures sink into the 20s and to the 30s. To the north and west of Philadelphia, we have already had our freeze there, so that's why you don't have a freeze warning in effect, but it still will be as cold. Clear and cold tonight, 28 to 33. That's the range, gang. By tomorrow, mostly sunny and windy. 46 will be the temperature, but with northwest winds blowing 15 to 20 miles an hour, you know it's going to feel colder than 46. It will feel like it is actually in the 30s. On the exclusive Eyewitness Weather 5-day forecast, looking ahead to temperatures that will remain very much on the chilly side. Wednesday's high only 47, the morning low 30. Thursday's high 56, an improvement, the morning low 32. By Friday, some rain showers. Thank goodness those temperatures have warmed up, or they would have been snow showers. And for Saturday, sunshine, the high 44, the morning low 32 degrees. Well, today we were out and about, and we were looking for, yesterday, for kid casters across the Delaware Valley, and we were at the Granite Run Mall. I think we have a sample.
Today's forecast is going to be sunny at a high of 68 degrees, a low of 43 degrees. And warm. And chilly, so you better have your raincoats on.
Very good. Very good, kids. I should correct myself. Those were from the Oxford Valley Mall. We are looking for kid casters across the Delaware Valley. If you would like your child to try out, or if you're a child at home, come to the Granite Run Mall this weekend. We'll be there Sunday between noon and 3 o'clock, and you can try out to be a kid caster. That means 10 lucky children across the Delaware Valley will earn the right to be doing the weather live on TV with me. So we hope you come out to the mall and try out. We'll be showing as many as we can for the next several weeks, but 10 of them will come on in and do the weather live. It will be a lot of fun.
And boy, those temperatures you're putting up there, they're like Donovan's prices.
Oh.
I mean, you're a temperature cheapskate.
Yes, I am.
Yes,
For the next couple of months, I'm going to be very
I'll bet.
frugal with those numbers.
Oh, boy, still ahead. A woman working in the world of politics.
Next, a woman's view with Ruth Ann Minner, Delaware's first woman governor, re-elected to her second term last week. Hear what she overcame in her life to land on top. Plus,
as the Marines move into Fallujah, Iraq, a retired Marine Corps colonel and dean of the Valley Forge Military Academy warns of the dangers of urban warfare. I'm Robin McIntosh and Wayne. I'll have that story coming up on Eyewitness News.
The turning point of the Eagles game was the opening kickoff. If you dish it out, you eventually have to take it. We wrap up the Steelers game in sports.
It's the talk of the town. How could they lose that bad?
oh, keep the faith. Keep the faith.
Oh, absolutely. No, they'll be okay. How about all these Steeler fans, talking trash now after the game's over? They're coming from everywhere. All right, the Eagles are climbing up off the canvas, down for the 10 count from the opening kickoff. If you can't run the ball and you can't stop the run, you can't win. The Steelers rammed the football down the Birds' throat. You can't blame the offense, really. They barely got on the field. Pittsburgh had the ball for almost 43 minutes of the 60-minute game. The defense is 26th of 32 teams stopping the run. Now, I won't beat a dead horse, so we'll move on to what's next. The coach says character will help his guys learn from the loss.
This team will bounce back. It's a character football team, and they hit a bump in the road here, and but they'll bounce back and come back strong.
Well, we got a bunch of guys on this team that have been around a long time, and I expect nothing different. I expect these guys to get it together, and we come out next week and have a better performance.
They'll only lose 2 or 3 games, so it's not. Let's just relax and enjoy this great season.
Once in a while, you need a day there where you get shocked.
Some days you don't have it. We all know that, right? Everybody out there. Some days you don't have it.
Yeah.
He's got it right.
Some of us don't have it more days than others don't have it.
Coming up in the next half hour, students head back to class after an F-16 sprays bullets at their school, but the search for answers continues. We're live.
A truck turns over on I-95 during rush hour right on top of a car. The man in the car lives to talk about it. We'll be right back.
Now, live, CBS 3 Eyewitness News at 4.
A search for answers tonight in Ocean County, New Jersey. Parents and community leaders will gather in a few hours to ask National Guardsmen what happened. What happened when an F-16 opened fire on their children's school. Today, students were in class for the first time since the incident. Jamie Smith live now in Little Egg Harbor with more on the story. Hi, Jamie.
Hi, Mark. Well, students and teachers were not actually inside the school building when it was hit on Wednesday night. Then they were off again on Thursday, off on Friday due to a teachers' conference. Well, they came back again this morning, and coming back after all that's happened was a little bit different.
Worried students were back in class today. Their first time here since a National Guard F-16 like this mistakenly fired upon the intermediate school last week.
We didn't even know that there was any kind of planes flying over. So I'm horrified by it.
Military investigators are still trying to figure out how one of its jets accidentally fired multiple rounds this size, 8 of which struck the school building Wednesday night. The F-16 had been flying a practice mission over the Warren Grove Gunnery Range, located 3.5 miles from the school. The 2,600-acre facility is now closed until the military figures out how this happened. Some parents picking up their kids from class this afternoon want the firing range closed for good.
They've got to move this, the most densely populated state in the United States, and having a bombing range 3 miles from the school is probably not a good idea.
Even teachers here are concerned with the safety of more than just the school itself.
I live 0.3 of a mile from here. Possibility of it hitting our house. You know, we want to be safe like everybody else.
Now, the gunnery range has been open since World War II, but parents and teachers will get a chance to express their concerns about it being here when they meet with military officials at a meeting coming up tonight at 8 o'clock. That's the latest live from Ocean County, New Jersey. I'm Jamie Smith, CBS 3 Eyewitness News.
All right, Jamie, thanks. An all-out assault on insurgents in Fallujah, Iraq has been going on all day and all night. U.S. Army troops and Marines are fighting side by side with Iraqi special forces. The ground assault is accompanied by air raids and artillery barrages from other American forces. Fallujah has been a hotbed of terrorist activity in Iraq for months. The assault on Fallujah involves house-to-house street fighting, perhaps the most dangerous type of mission for ground troops. Robin McIntosh reports.
The Delaware County campus of the Valley Forge Military Academy is a long way from the battle-scarred streets of Fallujah.
It's a lot of rubble, there's a lot of alleys, there's a lot of corners.
James Doyle is the dean of the academy, a retired Marine colonel who has led operations from Panama to Saudi Arabia to the streets of Somalia. He knows firsthand the dangers of urban warfare.
Block to block, door to door. I mean, all of those technological advantages are significantly degraded.
As thousands of Marines fight neighborhood to neighborhood in Fallujah to drive out the insurgents, Colonel Doyle, his cadets, and the world are watching and worrying.
Historically, the highest casualty rates are met or happen during urban fighting.
At Valley Forge, order and discipline are part of the daily drill, but Colonel Doyle knows when it comes to urban warfare, it can be close encounters of the worst kind.
Dangerous work, absolutely. You kick in the door, you don't know what's on the other side of it. It's, one 18-year-old against another 18-year-old.
In Wayne, Robin McIntosh, CBS 3 Eyewitness News.
A South Jersey police officer is fighting for his life tonight following a horrible crash early this morning. Chopper 3 on the scene off Parkway Avenue near the Mercer County Airport. The Ewing Township police cruiser smashed into a tree. The officer was rushed to a hospital. He's in critical condition. No word right now on what caused that accident. Amazing. No serious injuries in this crash between a truck and a car. Chopper 3 over the scene on 95 South near Churchman's Marsh, Delaware this morning. A truck carrying drywall overturned, smashed into a car on the shoulder of the road. The driver of the crushed vehicle tells CBS 3 it happened so fast.
Truck just come over 4 lanes, and I saw it come, and I got over as far as I could, and they just tipped over on top of me.
Well, we'll have more on this amazing story of survival coming up on Eyewitness News at 6.
Funeral arrangements are now set for Philadelphia attorney Ron White. The central figure in the federal investigation into City Hall corruption died last week. Services will be held Wednesday at Penn Memorial Baptist Church in the city's Winfield section. White's viewing is from 10 until noon with funeral services to follow. White lost his battle with cancer on Thursday at the age of 55. A heads up for motorists who drive the Schuylkill Expressway at night. A 4-month-long construction project begins tonight to repair the bridge over the Schuylkill River in Philadelphia. Motorists can expect nighttime lane closures between the University Avenue and Vare Avenue exits from 8 p.m. until 5 a.m. What a mess that is going to make.
Oh, and Bob Kelly's going to have more to talk about and make us all cry, as you usually do there, Bobby. How are you?
I'm doing great. We're going to show you how to get around those lane closures beginning tonight. You ready, gang? Eastbound, they're going to work tonight. And then, of course, they'll be alternating east and westbound. If you're heading to the sporting events and you're heading home, this is going to affect you. Your best way to stay around it, just use 95 over to the Vine Expressway across town, and that'll get you back to the Schuylkill. But the whole entire work zone is centered right here. And what else is amazing, too, is that The Platte Bridge as well as the Girard Point double-decker bridge are also under construction. So this whole left side of the screen, a cone zone. Car fire on the Pennsylvania Turnpike. It's westbound, causing delays from Valley Forge out to Downingtown. It's in the right lane. Police and fire are on the scene. Let's lock up those sensors. A CBS 3 triple traffic shot here. 202, your big delay right there on the top slow from the Schuylkill down to Route 30. You can see the average miles per hour on the right-hand side there, 39, and our sensors are estimating 15 minutes to make it through that stretch of roadway. Let's open up the front door. Your ship's coming in, Mark. There it is. Tacony-Palmyra Bridge straight up for a lift bridge opening there. This Captain Stubing heading southbound. Your alternative, you know anyone who would typically use the Tacony-Palmyra, there it is right there, the old Betsy Ross Bridge. Hey, check this out. It's pretty cool. Got a plane coming in for a landing. Philadelphia International Airport and 422 as we go out to the burbs. Take a live look. Headlights are on. A little bit of sun glare if you look real closely on your left-hand side there. And just a heads up, you know, when you're driving into work in the morning, the deer have been out on all of those major roadways. 422, 202, Route 30. We had a half a dozen accidents this morning that involved cars and deer. So just a heads up, you know, they're out there and they're running across the roadway and catching you by surprise.
Right.
Thanks, Bobby.
They say you're supposed to honk and not flash the lights because they get stunned with the lights. But
exactly, a little honk and try. You know, they say you don't want to jerk the car too much to avoid because by you
have to overcorrect.
Exactly, yeah. So just kind of watch yourself.
All right, Bobby. Well,
okay.
How old are the tires on your car? One consumer safety group says even if they look good, they could be dangerous. Now, this group is asking the federal government to require a born-on date for car and truck tires, the date the tire was born. Manufacturers say they're worried that people will think newer tires are safer regardless of wear and tear. Tire industry officials are looking into this whole story.
Still to come, a big sell in the Smarty Jones family. Plus,
Desperate Housewives is, I think, a silent epidemic in America.
Oh dear, married women leading secret lives. Stephanie goes one-on-one with Dr. Phil about real Desperate Housewives.
and find out what Delaware's first woman governor, Ruth Ann Minner, overcame to become one of the most powerful women in our region. Kathy.
Gusty winds across the Delaware Valley, but things are calming down. Chopper 3 live over Center City, Philadelphia. A beautiful end to the day. What's to come? We'll have that with the 5-day coming up when we come back.
There's a new chapter in the Smarty Jones story tonight. Smarty's mom, I'll Get Along is her name. She was sold for $5 million in Lexington, Kentucky last night. The horse will give birth to Smarty's sibling, and the new owners are betting that horse will be as good as Smarty. Smarty Jones, of course, sped to fame and fortune with a run for the horse racing Triple Crown, which he missed by one. Alicia?
Mark, it's back to work for Delaware's Governor Ruth Ann Minner. Last week, she defeated a Republican opponent, giving her a second term as governor. Today, in A Woman's View, an interview with one of the most powerful women in our region to find out the secrets to her success.
I certainly hope so.
Spend 5 minutes with Ruth Ann Minner.
There is no question.
And you know Delaware's first woman governor doesn't let anything get in her way.
I'm a woman and I'm proud of it.
Not even the boys' club.
Sometimes they will say, very bluntly, this is men's talk kind of thing, you know. Women don't understand the finances, and I've said, well, I'm running the state, and it's $2.5 billion, and if that isn't finances, what is?
If she still feels the boys aren't treating her as an equal, Minner is quick to put them in their place.
How do you know that your wife won't be left as a widow to raise your children? And would you want the door shut in her face?
Now 69, Minner knows firsthand. She was left a widow at 32 with 3 sons.
So for women to say to me, oh, I'm in this rut, I can't get out of it, you can if you want to, and you've just got to make up your mind and do it.
Also a high school dropout, Minner later returned to school and took her first public service job as a clerk in the State House. 21 years later, she's one of only 9 women governors in the country.
Ladies and gentlemen, Governor Ruth Ann Minner.
Why'd she do it? To prove that women have a lot to offer.
The young girls who will almost say, I just want to touch you, because they see a woman who's achieved, and that's an opportunity that's going to open another door for them.
Her advice for other women:
don't back down. Stand your ground.
All right, well, incredibly, Governor Minner also found time for a family. She has 3 sons, 7 grandchildren, and 1 great-grandchild. If you have an idea for an upcoming Woman's View, drop us an email to womansview@kyw.com.
Now, on the other side of that coin, on Dr. Phil today, he has a series on desperate housewives. Now, Dr. Phil says that there are millions of women who lead double lives.
Medical reporter Stephanie Stahl talked to Dr. Phil about the show. She's here now with a preview.
He is really pumped up about this one, guys. Dr. Phil says this is a powerful and compelling show that no one should miss. Millions of women, he says, are living double lives because of expectations they can't live up to.
Do you ever feel like your life looks picture perfect on the outside, but on the inside, you know you are keeping a secret that would shock everyone?
Dr. Phil profiles 7 desperate housewives who are living dual lives. The problems are surprisingly common, like Stacy, who's bulimic.
It's more of an image thing. I want people to, you know, I think you get further if you look nicer.
Another desperate housewife on Dr. Phil's show reveals she's selling drugs.
These are good women. They're smart, they're articulate, they're motivated, they've lost their way, and they're asking for some help.
Dr. Phil told me how he helps the desperate housewives confront truth and overcome unrealistic expectations.
There is a lot of pressure that comes from an assigned life. There's a lot of pressure that comes from doing something you wouldn't necessarily choose to do. And when people get under pressure, they sometimes make bad choices.
Now, Dr. Phil says there is an epidemic of desperate housewives in America. The first step in overcoming dual lives, he says, is admitting there's a problem and being honest about it. His Desperate Housewives series starts in about 15 minutes and will continue tomorrow with some more shocking revelations. And if people want advice and relate to things they're going to hear about this Desperate Housewives, you can go to our website, KYW.com, and click on health for some more advice.
This is going to be a really interesting one because this is sort of out of the realm of what he normally does.
It is. It is.
Scandalous.
He says a lot of people are going to relate to what they're going to hear him talking about today.
Well, thanks, Steph.
Time for weather. I'm meteorologist Kathy Orr. Good afternoon. We are looking at some gusty winds across the Delaware Valley, gusting to 35 miles an hour. Conditions subsiding tonight and picking up again tomorrow. But wait till tomorrow morning. It will feel like a shock to the system. Take you outside right now where it's still breezy in Center City, Philadelphia. Looking at our city cam here, the bridge, and looking at a few clouds moving in as well. A beautiful evening as we look at the Center City skyline as well with our Campbell's Field cam. You can see sunset not that far away at 4:51, so just minutes away. We'll see mainly clear skies overnight tonight. Live Mega Doppler 3 showing mainly dry conditions across the entire state. A few flurries well to the north, but the Delaware Valley staying dry. The stats for the day, the high temperature so far in Philadelphia made it up to 51 degrees. That was just about it. Now, normally this time of year, we're up to 58. The low this morning, 45. That normal low being 42. Precipitation for the month, just over an inch. Right now, temperatures have fallen somewhat, even in the Poconos. 36 degrees in Allentown, 45. Pottstown, 48. Philadelphia, Millville, even Cape May checking in at 48. 48 in Atlantic City and Trenton, 47 degrees. We see temperatures mainly the same across the region because of the windy conditions. They keep the temperatures fairly uniform. Satellite radar shows moisture to the north in the form of some lake effect snow off of Lake Erie and Lake Ontario. Dry conditions to the south, but some clouds forming in Jersey and Delaware. They will give way to some clearing skies overnight tonight. Freeze warning in effect for expected cold temperatures. The freeze warning includes Philadelphia County, Delaware County, counties to the south and east, including Delaware and also New Jersey. Now, you might find this interesting. This year, of course, November 9th will be the freeze for Philadelphia. Last year, it was November 9th as well. So we're just on schedule in the Philadelphia area for our first freeze. Overnight tonight, here we go with those stiff northwest winds. They'll relax somewhat, pick up again during the day tomorrow. It will be sunny, but with the wind and cold temperatures, it's going to feel like it's only in the 30s. Clear and cold tonight, 28 to 33. That is the range in temperature with northerly winds. By tomorrow, mostly sunny and windy. The high temperature, 46 degrees. Northwesterly winds, 15 to 20 miles an hour. On the exclusive Eyewitness Weather 5-day forecast. Wednesday's high, 47. Thursday, bumping up to 56. That will seem like a heat wave, relatively speaking. For Friday, a few showers. Saturday, 44. But I want you to look at the morning lows Wednesday and Thursday. really looking at the deep freeze in the Delaware Valley. We want everybody to know that we continue our second annual KidCaster search. If your child has what it takes, this Sunday we will be at the Granite Run Mall in Media from noon until 3, so come out. We will be showing as many of these auditions as we can on the air this week, and 10 lucky Delaware Valley kids will be doing the weather live with me on TV in the month of December, and it's always fun.
Yesterday was the first one, right? Oxford Valley.
We were at Oxford Valley Mall yesterday, and we'll be seeing more of them at 6 o'clock.
Very good.
Yeah. Right.
Thank you, Kathy. Well, the holidays are ahead, and there is still time to help feed an area family for Thanksgiving.
Mana's Pie in the Sky campaign is in full swing. Just buy a pie for $25. The money buys Thanksgiving dinner for families living with HIV or AIDS. To place your order, go to KYW.com and click on the Pie in the Sky icon.
And coming up in entertainment news, do Disney and Pixar have another hit on their hands?
Plus, Pierce Brosnan is breaking his bond. We'll explain when we come right back.
Entertainment news now. Pierce Brosnan breaks his bond. Get it? Bond with 007. Yeah.
The actor says he will not play James Bond again. Brosnan says movie producers asked him to play the spy in a 5th movie, but suddenly withdrew their offer. So he says that's it. Brosnan's pick for a replacement, Colin Farrell.
Jessica Simpson is adding fashion to her repertoire. She's launching a new line of children's clothing, including hats, dresses, underwear, and jewelry. It's called Jessica Simpson and Sweet Kisses. You'll see her fashions in stores next year.
Showtime.
An incredible opening for the newest Pixar film. The Incredibles topped the box office, earning an astonishing $70.7 million. Ray held on to the 2nd place spot. Last week's #1, The Grudge, slipped to 3rd.
And up next, to look at some of the stories we are working on for CBS 3 Eyewitness News at 6.
Stay with us.
His show is based on helping families survive crises.
But how is Dr. Phil's own family life? It's one of the stories Larry Menti has at 6. Larry.
Alicia and Mark, tonight on CBS 3 Eyewitness News, we hear from the woman behind the man.
We started visiting that evening. We've been together ever since.
At 6, hear from Robin McGraw about life with Dr. Phil off stage after 28 years of marriage. And it's a romantic approach to healing your aches and pains. Plus,
PGW has thousands of shutoff notices ready to go out this winter. I'm Stephanie Abrams. Hear why they're being very aggressive about cutting off delinquent customers.
and then tonight on CBS 3 Eyewitness News at 11, sometimes even the most well-thought-out plans go wrong. And that's all too true in the business of live television. Tonight at 11 o'clock, Eyewitness News bloopers.
We could tape this thing now.
See, even that went wrong. we have another blooper right now.
We blooped on the bloopers.
That's tonight at 11 o'clock.
Very good, Larry. Thank you. And that is CBS 3 Eyewitness News at 4. I'm Mark Howard.
And I'm Alicia Lane. Now stay tuned for Dr. Phil.
And on today's program, the real lives of desperate housewives.
Their lives may seem picture perfect, but these 7 women are hiding 7 painful secrets that could cost them everything. Secrets that have gotten them arrested, could destroy their marriages, even kill them.
Oh dear. Dr. Phil is next.